What's up? So I want to talk tonight about a topic that comes up a lot in recovery groups, and it's a super important topic. And I want to talk to you about it because it's something that I have been reflecting on a little bit in my life lately. But it's the concept of gratitude and how I want to relate this to us in my life and our group. My brother took his own life, so that made me a suicide survivor. Not only that, but I had attempted suicide previously in my life. I also survived a lethal overdose of heroin when I was 23 years old, and I survived a lot. When I was in prison, I nearly took my own life. I tried. I should have, by all means, passed away, but for some reason I woke up. So I learned what gratitude was early on, even when I had really very little to be grateful for. I'm sitting in a prison cell, and I don't even know what my sentence is going to be, and I soon learn it will be 6.5 years. And I had to find a way to get clean and grateful at the same time, facing that type of time. I was sentenced 18 months into my sentence is when I was actually determining what my sentence would be. And then I set about doing it. And how I did it is by taking care of my body, by working out, by reading lots of books, and by getting my head right, and by examining the things that had gone on in my life. And when I got home, the very first thing I did was to find an NA group. And I did that, and one of the first topics we started discussing was gratitude. So it's something that it means a lot to me. Gratitude is something that should mean a lot to all of us. You should be grateful for the things that you have and the things that you don't have, because the things that you don't have are goals that will get you to where you want to be. So gratitude works in a weird kind of way. You can be grateful for the things you have. Let's say you're a younger person listening to this. Let's say you're 16 or 17 years old. Let's say you're grateful for the family that you have, whether that be an adopted family, whether that be a foster family, whether that be a natural family, whether it be your sibling, whatever. You're grateful for the people that are in your life. You're grateful for your friends. You're grateful for good teachers that go out of their way to teach you what real life is all about, instead of just pounding the books all the time. You got to be grateful for the foods you like. Be grateful for the animals in your life. I have 3 dogs, and I love spending time with them. I'm very grateful that I was able to get them, and that they love me the way they do. And they're kind of my best friends, short of my kids. So I'm grateful for my children. I'm grateful for my girlfriend, for my relationship. We fight a lot, but we love each other passionately in a way that I've never had before anywhere in my life. And I'm grateful for that, even though it took a long time for me to get there. And my gratitude, it was definitely checked. It was definitely tested. My only brother, I was born with one brother. His name is Chris, and he was 9 years younger than me. He was born when I was 9 years old. And as you know, he took his own life. 11 weeks on Friday will be the day that he took his own life. And I've learned to kind of put it into perspective. And this is kind of how it goes for me, is my brother left this world because he was heartbroken. He was suffering from mental illness. He was in an emotionally abusive relationship with someone that didn't deserve his heart. He had 3 kids that he had to take care of, and it just, from my opinion, just didn't seem like It seemed like he was carrying the heavier load when he was almost to the level of emotional instability that he almost needed a caregiver, because he suffered from having voices in his head. He suffered from insane amounts of paranoia, but it stemmed from, abuse that happened through his ex cheating on him, through his ex stealing, medication from him. Just, it was a bad relationship, and given a good relationship, I'm confident that my brother would have thrived, but he didn't. He wasn't dealt those cards, and on the night he passed away, he found his wife with another individual, with another guy, and it was too much for him. He decided at that point, at about 10:15, 11 o'clock at night, that he wanted to leave this world. So he took a lethal overdose of prescription medication, and he left. And he sat on his swing and he looked up at the moon, and it was a really nice summer night, and he just left. And when he left, he opened a door, and walked through it, and wherever you go after you die is where he went. But for me, that door remained open, and I had a choice. I could either look at that door and look at that opening, or I could walk through that door in a way. Obviously, I'm not going to die or anything like that, but I can walk through it in another way by being grateful for his life, being grateful to be able to celebrate his life with you guys, being grateful to be able to build a community around his passing, honoring him and loving him even when it feels like the whole world has left him behind. So that's what gratitude is for me right now. My gratitude is so high because I'm so fortunate to be in a situation where I got to found a community called Until We Meet Again 13, and you guys don't understand how important this is to me, because for the first time in my life, I feel like I have a viable I just feel like I have a viable future that that was given to me by my brother, and I didn't expect it, wasn't looking for it. It was a door he opened, and it was up to me to walk through it. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's what making these videos is all about. That's what me talking to you guys is all about. That's what all of this is all about. That's why I've worked so hard to create a YouTube channel and Instagram account and a TikTok account and a Facebook account and all the other things. I'm putting my all into making videos that count, making cool music videos, making collaborative posts with people, checking in with other activists. I must have written 100 activists asking to have a shout out post put up so we can grow our foothold. And, I'm trying to grow so that our voice is louder. And with each new follower, our voice gets a little louder, just a little bit louder. And I'm really grateful for everyone that chooses to hit the follow button, chooses to spend the time to go on our Instagram link and link up to our YouTube channel and subscribe. I'm grateful to the people that will listen to me talking about my recovery and about getting better. And gratitude is so important, even when you are younger and you feel like the whole world is against you. Let's say you have a bully. Let's say you're self-harming. Let's say you're depressed. Let's say you're nearly suicidal. Let's just say all those things are happening. You still have to be grateful, because if you can't find anything to be grateful for, if you can't find your gratitude in life, then it's really hard to find your footing. The way the world works And the actions that we take in life affect other people. And there's moments in our life when we make certain decisions. And when we make those decisions, a whole set of circumstances happen in response to those decisions. And I believe that is the way that the world works. I believe wholeheartedly that each of my decisions has an effect on future decisions of other people, of the people that come into my life, of just in general of other people. And so that puts me in a position where I have to really watch what I do, and I have to behave in a way that makes me proud to be who I am. I need to be able to look myself in the mirror, and I have to be grateful to do that, because gratitude provides me with self-esteem, which provides me with the ability to be the best person that I can be, which provides me with the be able to produce these videos, which provides me the ability to be able to DM you guys and help you with your issues and problems. It provides me the ability to be a good father to my children. It provides me the ability to be a good boyfriend to my girlfriend. It provides me the ability to be a good employee at work. It provides me the ability to be a good mentor to you guys. Gratitude is everything, and any recovery program out there is going to pound that into you. And the reason they do that is because I will tell you personally, I have worked with several of you guys, and I've gotten you hooked up with other people so you would get a chance to help them and their recovery from whatever issue they're going through. It's been bullying. There's been narcissistic abuse that we've been dealing with. There's been self-harming that's been, that I've hooked people up, just gotten them together, gotten them talking. And that's not me being lazy. That's me giving you a chance to feel what it feels like to help someone. Because when you help someone, the person helping gets more out of it than the person that actually got helped. And that's a weird concept. It's a really hard one, but it centers around gratitude. It really centers around the concept of gratitude. It centers around what makes us human beings, and it centers around how to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. And so giving people the opportunity to help, and you taking every opportunity you can to help another person, that gives you a fulfilling, happy life. It will give you things to be grateful for, which will in turn help you through your toughest times. There's so many people out there struggling. 1 out of every 4 of us on this planet is struggling with some form of mental illness, whether that be anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, self-harming. There's so many that you can't even name them all, but 1 in 4. So if you sit in your classroom and there's 20 people in your classroom, then 5 of them, a quarter of the people in that room, by the time they get to adulthood, are going to be struggling with a mental illness. And they're not all extreme cases. They're not all, horrendous things, but everyone struggles. Everyone comes to a point in their life where they're quote unquote struggling. And the way out of that struggle is to go through that struggle. You cannot go around a struggle. You must go through it. It is the same with pain. When heartbreak comes your way, when emotional pain, if a friend drops you, if you get into a fight with your parents, if you get into a fight with your brother or sister, if you get into a fight with your girlfriend, nothing can get rid of that pain. You have to go through the pain to get to the other side of it. You can't go around it. You have to go through it. And the way to get through it is to be grateful for the things that you do have that are going well in your life, and the things that you don't have, because they're the goals that you should achieve, or that you should be trying to achieve. And those goals get you to a better place. And like I'm saying with this page here, this is a goal of mine. It's a goal of mine to have, lots of people listening to these recovery journal talks. It's a goal of mine to have people subscribing to this page, to this account, to have the account grow so we can get hooked up with other activists and we can make a real difference. I don't want to stop at just some little, just some little page that's interesting. I want to be able to make a difference. I want to be able to use my voice in conjunction with your voice and make a change in the world. There is such a gigantic stigma around asking for help. And I have people DM me all the time on Instagram talking about these different problems that they have and how scared they are to talk to their parents, or how scared they are to talk to their siblings or their husbands or their wives or their teachers or whatever it is. They're scared. People are scared to ask for help. They're scared to talk, to open their mouth and ask for the things that they need to stay healthy. They're not asking for riches. They're not asking for wishes. They're not asking for fancy things. They just want the help that they need to stay on track, to not run a razor down their wrist, to not cut themselves, to not just to not suffer, and to not suffer. It's something that we all need and we all want, and we can get there together. And the way we get there together is to be grateful for each other, to be grateful for the community that we've built together, and to be grateful for the things that we have in our individual lives. That gratitude, trust me when I say this, it will get you everywhere. It will get you anywhere that you need to get to. Having gratitude and carrying it in your heart really makes a difference in life. And my homework to you is, I challenge you, whatever day you're listening to this, I'm gonna post this on probably a Wednesday or a Thursday. I dare you by Friday to go out of your way to help someone, whether it be through this site. DM me, I'll hook you up with someone that needs help. But I challenge you to help someone. Make a significant effort to help another human being doing something, whatever it is. Just help someone and feel how good it makes you feel to have helped them, because honestly, you're going to get more out of it than they will. And that's a really tricky thing. But as we get further along in our recovery, you start to learn that serving and acts of service, it's a privilege, it is an honor, and it is a thing to be absolutely grateful for. It's a huge part of recovery to stay grateful, to stay active, to be an activist, to be an advocate, to help other people, to DM you guys with your issues. I love walking you through problems, and I love when I'm down. You guys can hear it in my voice. I have so many DMs from people just throwing support my way. When I put a video out and I sound off, or I sound like it's really just a lot, I've had a lot of people email me like, dude, you're burning the candle from both ends, take it easy. Or, man, you can really tell that your brother's death is weighing on you. And it's weighing on me heavily. 11 weeks and the whole world has spun around without him. His quote unquote ex-wife is already dating someone else. She waited about a month before she started dating someone, and I have to deal with that. I have to deal with the world moving on. I feel like I'm the only one holding up his honor, and it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing, but in order to stay positive and to stay going in the right direction, you have to stay grateful, and I have to stay grateful. And what I'm grateful for. I mean, I can't even list all the things, but I mean, I've spent some time earlier in this video. Hit the rewind button if you want, but I mean, I love you all. I love being in recovery. I love being clean. I love waking up, even if it's so early because my kid just started middle school and it's so difficult. But even that early in the morning when it's still dark outside, I wake up, I take my dogs out, and I'm opening my eyes and it's a beautiful, clear day, or even if it's raining, whatever, I get to breathe air. I get to breathe air. And that's something I didn't think I was going to get to do because I pretty much died twice. I overdosed, lethally overdosed, heart stopped, had to be revived, terrible. And then in prison, I made a choice to leave, just like my brother did. And I took what should have been a lethal dose of pills, but I woke up. And for whatever reason, I woke up. And here I am, 17 years later, talking to you. And I can honestly say that I am grateful for the time that I had to do because it made me into a piece of steel. I can handle life. I can handle the things that come my way. But I'm also super empathetic, and I try very hard to be super kind. I try very hard to be a good person because that's important, and that is all about gratitude. It is all about having gratitude, keeping your gratitude in perspective, never forgetting it, being grateful for the smallest things, like even, just someone holding the door open for you, or, my girlfriend does some of the sweetest things for me. And it's, she probably would argue that I'm not grateful enough, but I am so grateful that I have someone in my life that is willing to go out of their way to do something for me and for my kids. And I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to be grateful, to have people doing things for you so you can have a chance to do things back for them, because that's the way the world works. We take and we give, but you need to give more than you take, because if you don't give more than you take, then you're going to throw the balance of things off, and in the end it's going to come back and it's going to take you, and it's going to take you for a ride, and it's not going to be a fun ride. So my advice to you is to take an inventory of what's going on in your life. You can do that by looking in the mirror. You can do that by writing in a journal. But you got to take an inventory, and you got to make an honest moral inventory about what's going on in your world. If it's good, bad, ugly, whatever, you got to be honest about it. You got to be honest with yourself. And then, you start taking the power back from the bad things, and you start being really grateful for the good things. And then as you start taking the power back from the bad things, you're going to find yourself grateful for those too, because those bad things that you decided to take your power back from, they're going to make you even stronger. And you're going to be really grateful that those things came about, that gave you the strength that you didn't think you had. Because you have it in you. You have it in you to survive. You have it in you to be a survivor, and you have it in you to be someone that can help other people. You have it in you. You have it in you. You have it in you to stay sober if that's what you want. You have it in you to stay clean, to not self-harm, to recover from someone else's passing. You have it in you to get through PTSD, to get through an eating disorder, to get through your depression. Just ask for help. Open your mouth and ask for help, and be grateful to the people that are fighting this battle, so you can ask for help, so it's safe for you to ask for help, so you have a place for you to ask for help. And that, my friends, is how I'm going to end it. I'm going to say good night until we meet again, 13. I love you. I'm so grateful that you guys are out there. I'm so grateful that I get to talk to you, that I get to DM with you, that I get to make really cool collaborative posts with you. I've loved every second of this ride so far, and we are just getting started. I mean, we're literally just getting started. And I can't wait to see what happens. I can't wait to see where this goes. And I'm just really grateful that I get to walk through a door that my kid brother left open when he passed away, because it could have been just a total waste. It could have been just a total waste. But I feel like he kicked me in the ass, pushed me through the door, and told me, look, this is what you got to do, so do it. And I'm doing it. I'm trying my best to do it, and I hope that you guys enjoy what's going on with the community. I hope you keep DMing me. I will try my best to help you with your problems. I'm going to try my best to get you hooked up with other people, so everyone gets a chance to help someone else. Is that, like I said, that's the key. You're gonna find that is a high level of recovery. That's something, when you get higher in your recovery, or even in your just day-to-day life. I mean, that's major level up material, is to start helping other people and start getting that gratitude, that level of gratitude that you receive from helping someone. That's truly leveling up. So, kings, queens, good night, farewell, and I will talk to you soon. DM me, please. Crew for life.